in the classroom. And so you know, for young people who want to get into that space, all I want to say is that there's no shortcuts to doing the real thing.
Right.
If you really want to own your space in the clothing, textile, footwear, leather sector, the fashion world, bring something to the table.
Good.
Okay.
Give it that. So I'm going to wrap up quickly, but we're not leaving it there because we're going to catch you again as we go to the red carpet to check out some of the things that, or some of the outfits and the garments that some of our parliamentarians and our guests are going to be wearing tonight. And if you want to follow the conversation, please go and follow hashtag OPPA 2024 or Opening of Parliament 2024. We are out here on Proud USA wearing local.
Yeah.
Please, yeah, I'll say that. Get fired. Wearing local, and you can also follow our Parliament TV for all the updates on everything else that's going to be happening on our local stage. But I'm not going to leave you alone. There are going to be incredible panelists that are going to be sitting here talking about the business of fashion. I know that we've got like amazing people who've been behind the sector, who've been following it, and who are playing their huge role. I'm going to run out and try and find everyone, and I am going to see you in a bit. Follow hashtag OPPA 2024. Mwah.
Good day, my name is Sello Sitlolo. I am from the Northwest Province. I originate from the municipality of JB Marks but represent the constituency of Greater Taung. This is my second term coming back as a Member of Parliament. I look forward to continuing to do the hard work in terms of representing my constituency, making sure that they're able to receive the basic services that they need and that Parliament represents their interests. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Darylene James. I'm an anti-drug and social activist. I'm from the community of Eldorado Park. I grew up, born and raised in Eldorado Park. This journey started with my son having fallen prey to drug abuse many years ago. I was a desperate, hopeless mother in the community of Eldorado Park, and today I find myself as part of the National Assembly. I always, back then, I thought it's going to take the president to effect change. I thought if the ministers come in and assist my community, that would bring about change. But I've actually realized the importance and the power in active citizenship. I realize that my voice holds a power to effect change in the many communities affected by drug abuse and the many social ills, and I think this is why I hold the seat today that is very dear for me, and it will always be about social ills. It will always be about substance, because little did I know that years later, the very thing that I thought would destroy me would lead me to my passion and purpose in life, and that is to serve my country. How I felt a couple of days ago being sworn in, I think only the next morning I woke up and I realized it almost felt as if though I was sleepwalking throughout the day. And only then it actually sunk in and I internalized what had actually just happened, and I realized the importance and the magnitude of this step that I've taken, the new chapter, a new journey. It is not the end of where I want to be. I think it's the beginning. I think it's the beginning of an amplified voice, a voice that is needed in so many communities, a voice that is needed for the so many children sleeping under the bridges, the so many kids begging at the streetlights. And for me, it's about bringing the bread and butter issues to Parliament, I think, because too many people have been sitting in those seats and have lost sort of, they've detached from the realities that's happening on the ground. And for me, it's a great privilege to be so close to the ground and still so close to the highest office in the land where we can affect change in this country. I come from a family where no one has made it thus far. You know, I come from a family where everyone has just matriculated and that is it. I was raised by a single parent. So for me, having the honor and privilege to have my mom accompany me to this big moment. She's 84 and she's with me in Cape Town. I think that was really special. It's important to give back to the ones, you know, who made it possible for us to be here. And I realized that we need to appreciate, and we need to, one of the most important commandments in the Bible is to honor your parents. And I think this was that moment for me to honor my 84-year-old mom and just say thank you to her. What do I do to unwind? I think I love traveling. I think I love just being out and about, being open, nature. I think that's it. I haven't really done much unwinding over the last couple of years. Being an activist in the community, I think, activism and being in the community, it's therapeutic in the one way, it's just what I love doing. And I'm really, really grateful for my political home, Action SA, for entrusting me with this big task, this mammoth task ahead. But I know that whether in Parliament or whether outside of Parliament, my voice will be heard. I'm glad that right now it will be amplified. Thank you.
My name is Jano Engelbrecht. I come from Gauteng province and I represent the constituency of Mogale City. I'm very passionate about correctional services and our prison system and how things are working there in terms of rehabilitating convicted criminals and reintegrating them into society to be well-balanced members of the community again. I look very much forward to the 7th Parliament because I think that the political landscape has changed significantly and we are probably entering the start of grand political realignment.
My name is Rulani Tembisiweya. I come from Limpopo province in Collins Chabani sub-region. That is my constituency. I look forward to serving the people of South Africa, preserving the constitution, working hard to pass laws and make recommendations which will change their lives, improve the lives of those who are historically disadvantaged. I'm honored to be elected to come and serve our people to ensure that we address the issues of inequality, unemployment, and poverty. I'm passionate about development of rural women, like I said, because I come from a rural community, about ensuring that we educate the rural girl child to teach them about their reproductive rights and the right to education. I'm very passionate also about reading to ensure that our people read and learn and empower themselves.
My name is Pretty Pindisile Klabanjaba. I'm from Gauteng province. I was in the province to national list. I sent by the people of Gauteng to come and work for them, to hold the executive accountable for the service delivery. I'm passionate about the service delivery. I'm passionate to work with the community. I'm a civil servant actually. So I'm here so that I'll make sure that the service delivery in Gauteng is being fulfilled.
Hi South Africans, my name is Malevo Kove and I hail from the beautiful province called the Limpopo province. My hometown is in Seshego. I'm from Zone 3, the dusty streets of Seshego, all the way to Parliament. I went to school in Texila and I did then my undergrad at the University of Pretoria, Dux of Nix, where I did my international relations degree, and I moved on to do my master's at the University of Jilin in China. Coming back to the country, I started wanting really to have a passion for serving people, and I started my NGO. I founded the Gobe Malevo Foundation, where basically I started protecting the interests of child-headed households. That's who I was serving. That was my constituency at the time. And I think I had a burning passion to just help those young women who are, thrusted into the responsibility of taking care of their families at a young age because of unforeseen circumstances. From then on, I think I had a passion for traveling. The travel bug hit me when I was staying in China, and I did a fair bit of travel around the world. The last time I was in Rome, just walking the streets of Rome and enjoying the cuisine. But I love traveling a lot and reading, and serving my community. I think what it means for me being a young person being selected to be part of the National Assembly, it is such a privilege because I understand and I have had authentic lived experiences of a young person who has grappled with unemployment and who has seen what the scourge of drugs, alcohol, and all the social ills that young people are experiencing have done to us. So I think being given a role and an active voice in such a big platform allows us to advocate for young people and to bring about solutions that matter to us and that are authentic to young people. I do appreciate when I see a lot of my colleagues who have a wealth of experience and proven track records, but it is important that young people who have lived with all of these social ills and issues are given a voice and are able to advocate for change at that level. So having been sworn in just 2 days back, it was quite an emotional experience for me. I think the most overwhelming thing was standing in front of the Chief Justice. That's when reality hit me. But also understanding the massive responsibility that was put on my shoulder when I was reading that oath, understanding that I'm here to serve and I'm here to be a voice for the voiceless. I think young people have been largely underrepresented in these platforms, and so it is my responsibility, and I carry it with a lot of humility, to go and represent the disenfranchised, the young people of South Africa. I thank Action SA for actually putting young people in the forefront to advocate for these issues, and because they have such sound policies, I think they will resonate with most of the young people whom we are advocating for on these platforms.
South Africa, you are still tuned into the build-up to the opening of Parliament Address on Parliament TV. This local fashion police at OPA 2024 segment is brought to you by Proudly SA. We are thrilled to bring you the prestigious event live. And tonight, not only will we witness the future direction of our nation through the President's address, but we'll also celebrate the incredible talent of our local fashion designers. It's a night of promises and possibilities. Of course, I am joined by our local fashion police. Speaker mentioned yesterday during the brief that we will have the local fashion police. She said it specifically, so members, watch out. Please introduce yourself, guys. I'm not alone in studio.
My name is Emmanuel Chia. I am the editor-in-chief of Quarterly Magazine, Sowetan SMAC, which insert with the Sowetan newspaper, which is the daily newspaper.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Jess?
Hi, I'm Jessica Jane. I am the creative director and designer for Molebatsi by Jessica Jane, which is a fashion label that's owned by my husband, Wandile Molebatsi, and myself. We are an interracial couple, and our ethos and message is about racial and cultural cohesiveness, and we draw a lot of inspiration from cultural wear and the history of culture.
Beautiful. Yourself, sir. You would be my date if we were esteemed guests. I think you and I are matching today.
Okay, that's good. Good day. My name is Silomi Dupi. I hail from a sophisticated futuristic brand called Scarlet Designer. We more about couture, beadwork, and we're based in Joburg. So, yeah.
Just a brief, what are some of the discussions or some of the things that you're waiting to see on the red carpet tonight, Jess? Just briefly.
I mean, I'm really hoping to see people kind of trying to explore, trying to be a bit more unique, embracing our cultures with a twist and not being maybe overly typical. Yeah, I'm wanting to see people doing what they can.
Will we be looking at people that are overly typical?
Yeah, no, I'm looking for something different.
Yes.
Out of the box. I know it's cold, but even if it is, just try and put on some fur. But just keep it local.
Yes.
Keep it, I think the traditional route is safer.
Emmanuel, this morning that it was raining like madness. I thought to myself, you know what, with this segment, we're definitely just seeing coats.
Yeah.
So what are your expectations?
I'm expecting drama.
Oh.
I mean, I'm wearing the feathers.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm expecting a lot of print. I'm expecting a lot of textures. So whether it's coming in the form of fur, as Silo mentioned, or a bit of feather here and there. But above all, I'm looking for a lot of young designers. I'm looking for young designers to be empowered. This is a huge launch pad. So whoever is attending today, whoever they are wearing, this could be the first day of their lives. So give them a shout out too, you know what I'm saying? Are you wearing Proudly Local? Who are they? And mix it up, mix it up.
This is Local Fashion Police on Parliament TV. Of course, we are awaiting the opening of Parliament address from the President at 7 p.m. Now, while Tommy found his space there and a spot there on the red carpet, let's have another segment of the Youth Take Oath, which is something that we've been going through the whole day today, ensuring that there is youth participation and youth involvement in decision-making and policy-making. Stay tuned to Parliament TV.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has called a joint sitting of the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces for the opening of Parliament address on Thursday, 18 July 2024. The President convenes the joint sitting for the opening of Parliament address in accordance with Section 84 of the Constitution, which empowers him to summon Parliament for an extraordinary sitting to conduct special business. The opening of Parliament address occurs once every 5 years, immediately after national and provincial elections. It serves as a platform for the President to outline the new administration's vision and priorities and symbolizes the official opening and functioning of the new 5-year term of Parliament. The opening of Parliament address will take place at the Cape Town City Hall on Thursday, 18 July. Watch the opening of Parliament address live across Parliament's platforms and follow Parliament on social media platforms and join the conversation using hashtag OPA2024. That's hashtag OPA2024.
akelo liko jana lichinana rakelo liko jana lichinanga bera wajana mthanga wacheza mthanga sasitombo nthaling weni bagagaderi kagadera morin nedzina langa ndi Venda Boy poet known as Rutendo Events Mkakateri. I'm a praise poet. I started poetry in 2008. I think it's more than a decade and coming to the second decade now. It's one of the biggest dreams to wish to praise the President in Parliament, and I'm very grateful. I think and foremost, I must thank the likes of Wo Tobere, Riwani Matsila. He's the one who recommended me, and also I would like to thank the Speaker of the Parliament, also recommended me, and also like to thank the Legislature of Limpopo, who really saw that I deserve an opportunity to be given and also praised, because you know, everyone was also wishing me to praise the President in the Parliament as I've praised him in the playing, where it was a surprise. So I think I would like to thank everybody who've been praying for me, who've been longing to see me in Parliament, and everyone who wishes me good. There's a lot of people that who worked throughout for me to be here. Some of them I don't even know their names, some of them I don't even know, but I know they've done quite wonderful work to see me here because they believe that I deserve this opportunity. I think my key achievement, I've got 15 awards that I've won. I'm more of underrated praise singer, but I've got a great works that I've achieved. I've won Satma Award 3 times. I've won Limpopo Best Praise Singer. I've nominated on Summer Awards. I've been winning Male and Guidance Young Youth and also Golden Shield Young Praise Singer. there's a lot of awards that I've achieved throughout, and I'm also a musician as such, doing poetry and music, that I've won a lot of accolades in my entire, and also at Pensalba I won 3 awards this year in terms of language and in terms of music, and also in the youth. So other than that, I've got 7 albums that I've released, and the other thing that I've done, I'm also acting in Queen Mujaji, that is playing in Zanzi Magic, that is also being aired last Sunday, and it's going to be aired until somewhere around in October, every Sunday 8 o'clock. The character that I've been given there is a praise singing, and I also praise singing in Klobedi. By the way, Venda Boy Poet can praise in 7 different languages fluently, and he can speak all those languages. And there's a lot of things. I've been on TV several times. I've been on newspaper, you name them, all televisions, soapies, and also different programs that have been out on televisions.
Jabina, but not the Kunani, one of my piano, Africa Chipanis, no Kunani, President, Yabakunani, you just a number of tea, so long over the defender, come to the Kunaman, but Bender, what you are. Matamera, you Mufenda.
I think my role is a social commentator who takes the views and the inspiration of people who I need to concise and precise in a poetic phrases and to communicate them across. My poem are defined, my poem are spontaneously, and it carries a lot of spiritual emotion. In that manner, I cannot predetermine what will I say, because I'm the voice, the voiceless, and the mouthpiece of the ancestors and God Himself. So I'm the vessels, I'm the prophet. I'm a prayer. When I do these things, I connect the different spirit and the different religions that are there as a praise singer. You find that you are in church, you believe in the certain religions, and you will need maybe a pastor if you believe in Christianity. But if you don't believe in Christianity, then which means you might need someone. But as a praise singer, it characterize or categorize all of them in one and make it one, because we speak with different spirit and make it one as to give message to utter the nation. I think they're gonna expect a goosebump first and foremost. They know my voice, and I've got amazing voice. I don't want to lie with that, and I'm very sure and I'm very much confident with my voice, and the articulation that I also utter. It really, shake people's mind and shakes people's heart, because I believe that I'm the vessels, I'm the prophecy. Whatever I speak, it's not coming from me, but it's coming from the Spirit that says, speak to this. I give life to those who don't have life, and I bring life to those who, those who are suffering, and I bring change, and I also bring prophecy, things that will happen, as I've done in the decade, as I've done several times. And I believe my poems is going to touch a lot of people, and a lot of Venda people where Venda Nation was also expecting me. They've been waiting for 7 years to see me in Parliament. And when the call came through, I think they're going to be celebrating with me as it's one of the breakthrough.
Building our great South African nation together.
The black rod is the symbol of the authority of the chairperson of the National Council of Provinces. It derives its name from the ebony wood from which the rod is traditionally made. It is carried by the usher of the black rod in the ceremonial processions, such as during a sitting of the House. It is placed upright next to the presiding officer's chair as an indication that the house is formally in session. Similar to the mace, it resembles a nopkiri, an African symbol of defense, authority, and leadership. The black rod stands at a length of 1.1 meter and weighs 8 kilograms. The protea at the head of the black rod is South Africa's national flower. It has 2 rows of 9 handmade 18-karat gold leaves, each representing one of the 9 provinces. The inner core of the protea is made of pure silver and is finished in oxidized silver. The supporting disc below the protea is made of ebony and is connected to the shaft of the rod by 18-karat gold struts. Below the protea is a section of beadwork, which represents South Africa's diverse people and its rich cultural heritage. The shaft of the black rod is made of ebony, the South African coat of arms, made of pure silver and finished in color vitreous enameling, appears twice on the shaft. The shaft is also inlaid with 18-karat gold strips. 2 sets of clasping hands engraved by hand in 18-karat gold also appear on the shaft and symbolize freedom, peace, and cooperation. The national flag appears 3 times on the shaft. The flags are pure silver and are finished in vitreous enameling. 6 gold rings on the shaft of the black rod are made of 18-karat gold. When the National Council of Provinces is in session, the black rod stands in a drum. The drum is a symbol of the African tradition of using drums to call people together for a meeting. It is also symbolic of South Africa's achievement of democracy through dialogue. The drum is made of yellow wood and the top is covered in springbok skin. Encircling the drum is a pure silver band engraved with images of rock paintings. Placed over these images are further images depicting elements of South Africa's 9 provincial coats of arms in colored vitreous enameling. From the northwest is a calabash gold. From the Free State is a cluster of orange river lily flowers. From the Northern Cape is a thorn tree. From KwaZulu-Natal is the Strelitzia flower. From Mpumalanga is the red barberton daisy. The Eastern Cape is represented by the red aloe, indigenous to the Eastern Cape. The Limpopo province is represented by the baobab tree. From Gauteng is the chemical symbol for iron. Lastly, the Western Cape representation is a bunch of grapes. All these come together to epitomize the unity that this nation represents.
Tuned in to Parliament TV. We are outside the City Hall in Cape Town. The weather is much better and our guests and members are starting to trickle in just a little bit. And I am joined here by the local fashion police that are out here looking at what members and guests are wearing. Of course, the most important thing is that they must support local. This is brought to you by Proudly SA in partnership with Parliament. Now to my panel. I feel like every time I say the local fashion police, there must be some dramatization.
There should be a backup sound or something.
Thank you. There should be. There really should be.
Yeah.
So, of course, we broke away, and as we were standing outside, we realized that there are some of the guests that are coming through.
Yeah.
And throughout the day, we've been talking about how the youth have been part of Parliament. They have been part of all these leadership positions. How do we then ensure that in terms of fashion, the youth are empowered, especially those that want to go into fashion? Jess?
Well, I mean, I think the main way you can empower the youth is by giving the accurate information from the get-go. You know, I think oftentimes we go and decide we want to study something or become something, and we don't necessarily have you know, all the realistic and accurate kind of information. So I think maybe putting some effort into you know, for instance, if someone decides they want to study fashion, maybe have actual fashion designers come and speak to these people beforehand, so they can make, informed decisions. Yeah, I think that's what...
And so, look, does it only have to be just going to school? I mean, I could literally just start up in the backup room at my mom's house there and start sewing things. Isn't that also something that can become a passion and it can live up to a brand eventually?
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm living proof that, I grew up with, it's a God-given talent. However, I knew I had to go to school because you need that extra background of knowing what you're dealing with, especially when you're trying to, or you want to go into the business side of the fashion industry. Because once you're just sewing at home or sewing just for, I would say for fun, because then you're not really taking it seriously. So the school side is very important and crucial because it gears you up for the whole entire fashion knowledge entirely. You get to learn a lot of things. You get to explore. You learn how to, think out of the box. You learn how to come up with conceptualize storyboards, mood boards, patterns and all those things. So I think it is quite important, even though you are having that God-given talent.
And Emmanuel, you're basically the monitor and the evaluator of fashion.
Yeah.
Do you then think that in terms of quality, that one can distinguish whether one has gone through the tertiary qualifications and has got that, or whether they've just decided that this is my passion, I'm just going to go? Is there a distinction with the quality there?
Yeah, I was looking outside actually. I mean, I'm seeing a bit of color. I'm very excited. Can you distinguish? Look, there's a difference between the mentorship is important, as the two designers mentioned, but that helps also with the craftsmanship, right? So the fashion, obviously, you might have these great ideas. You need to harness them. You need to polish them. And that kind of training then helps you polish those things. The stitching, production. It's a business also, ultimately, let's not forget. So you need to look at the business side of it. Yes, creativity, important, but also you need to understand the business side of it.
All right. Now, how do we then ensure that we encourage people to buy local? Because I know a lot of people complain that, oh, but it's a little bit expensive, so I'd rather just order online. It'll be here, shipped here in the next 2 weeks. You know who we're talking about. How do we ensure then, Selo, that we encourage people to buy local?
I think just the narrative of it being drilled into their minds that it's creating jobs. I think that's the most important part, because people don't really get why they should buy local.
So awareness is important.
Yeah, for them, they look at the clothes as not comparing them to the international brands per se, but they don't see them as quality. They think you're just sewing from the back room of your house, and you're sewing. It's like you're not serious about what you're doing. So once we start educating the public that they are, and designing is an important craftsmanship that needs to be invested in, and it starts with people starting to buy and supporting those designers.
Well, Tammy is on the red carpet, and I'm hearing that he has got somebody there. As you can see, that there are a lot of members that are arriving, and hopefully Tammy has got some fluff and some texture and some color pops. And let's see what Tammy has for us there at the red carpet.
All right, so we're back here on the red carpet, like I promised you, at the 7th administration and the opening of the Parliament address. And it just feels like we were here the other day and looking at the beautiful garments that Zondile Masina wears, and beautiful Snazo. You were in orange the last time. I'm interested in finding out who made your outfit now. But I am tempted to ask, who put this together? I think that every time we do our fashion police,
Local production. Local.
yes, you know what? We don't talk enough about men.
He's very shy, so he said I mustn't talk about him. I would like to keep him. He's my Mongolia. That's I want to shop there privately.
So earlier on, we were like, okay, what are the guys wearing? What are the shoes looking like? What are the socks looking like? What is the underwear looking like?
Everything is black.
Now let's come to your beautiful wife. Please, can you just give us, turn around so we can see your outfit. If you can just pan up and down. Sinazo Masina, please can you tell us what you're wearing and what inspired it? Welcome.
Thank you so much. You look beautiful yourself.
I tried.
Very, very nice. I'm dressed by Ryan Keys. Yeah. And gold is, it's a new 7th administration. We're excited with what it's about to bring. So I guess it's just about the new dawn and what it's going to do.
So I know that you're a person that supports fashion across, and I know you support women in multiple conversations, and you support Ryan Keys. Why is it important for us to buy local and to wear local?
First of all, the economy. It's very important. Mr. Keys himself has literally employed over 20 black women and black men, which is fantastic. If you go to his studio, you'll see just the workmanship. You'll be really inspired, because what that ultimately does is that it translates into the economy and empowering other families as well.
You look absolutely stunning, and I always say to people, it doesn't live just here within the government and how it's put together. What do you think we can do? What more can we do and to support local brands? And what would you say to everyone who's coming here and who gets invited to functions, bringing their outfits here? Yes. How can you encourage them to buy local?
Definitely would encourage them. One thing is for sure. You think of the value chain from start to finish. There's a lot that goes with the fashion industry. It's not just the garments that we wear on the red carpet. This is just the end of it all. But there's the textile industry, which has been depreciating in the country. You think about just the academia on its own, the fashion by our government. So there's actually a lot that we can look at. You can look at trade, you look at imports, exports. How can we best support all of that? And it's not just about looking amazing, but looking at it in its totality.
Yeah. I love that. And you were in that space for a very long time, that trade and clothing and textile. You guys look absolutely gorgeous. I love the compliment that's here. I'm seeing the bees that are coming through. I don't know if that was intentional. Oh, I'm seeing the honey that's dripping here. Thank you so much for taking your time again with us. Enjoy tonight. Cool. So thank you so much. That was Mzondile Masina and his beautiful wife, Sinazo Masina, who are dripping in like beautiful honey and, bees up in there. And that gold ensemble that was done by Mr. Keys, who's employed over 20 people in the business that encourages buying local and supports local businesses in South Africa. So, as people come on, I saw my favorite who's like doing their interview out there, and it's really going to be an exciting evening today. A lot of people are coming out and they're trying out new things. It's a new dawn, as they say. It's the 7th administration. It's the government of national unity. And it'd be so amazing to just see what collaborations bring to us, the country, what people can put together, and not just from a level of just a garment that's out here, but the jewelry space, the leather and shoe space, people who are behind other things that become, beneficiaries of why these events happen, and how they can get into either makeup, looks, and all the stylists, the entire value chain. I know Sinazo just mentioned now that as we look at this, we think of it as just the finale, the last outfit that you see that people bring on here. But I think it becomes important for us to understand the workmanship that goes into those garments, and how many people said, yes, I give that a 10. Yes, I give that a 10. Yes, I give it a 10, from stylist to everyone else. So I'm going to throw back to studio with my beautiful people out there, and all our panelists who are in there, who've been telling you about what they're looking out for, and they will discuss that beautiful outfit here, dripping honey, and tell us what it means and how they feel about it. Back to studio.
Every time it's big outside there, the red carpet.
Yeah.
Let's formalize this.
Yeah.
That dress.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Before we comment, and just out of 10.
Yeah.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
What do you think? Out of 10, how much?
What a solid start. I think she's on trend. She spoke about Ryan Keys. He is known for that craftsmanship, so you can literally tell that that dress was sitting on her so well. Beat her to perfection. For me, it's a solid 10. Unfortunately, on Mzwandile, I felt like the suit was not well tailored. I thought it could have been better fitted. And I was not a fan of the tie. I was not a fan of the tie.
Emmanuel is throwing punches here. Jess, what are your thoughts?
No, I liked it. I also know Ryan, and he's a great guy. She looked amazing. She really, I mean, I liked her hair, her makeup. She looked very well put together. She's got a lovely figure. I definitely think she knows how to dress for her figure. Ryan knows how to shape her figure, and she did really well there. And yeah, Ryan's known for that red carpet look, you know. That's his thing, that's what he does, and he does it well.
And Mr. Mzwandile?
Oh yeah.
Well, he didn't mention his designer, but he said he's top secret. He can't be saying out his local designer. So, what do you think?
I hope the designer is in fact local, and that's not why it's top secret. But I think he's trying.
Yeah.
I think he's trying. He's giving it a bash.
Did he win?
Out of 10?
Try, win.
Do I have to give a number?
Please, you have to. You are the local fashion police.
Yeah.
6.
Ooh, okay, Selo, are you going to be the savior here for this suit from this anonymous?
Yeah.
What are your comments and what are your...
The dress looks
amazing.
It looks stunning. Technically, though, I didn't like the belt. It was not sitting well.
Okay.
That's just technical. And when it comes to the husband, guys, there's no complimenting each other, number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like he just woke up.
Yeah, they look like they were going to 2 different parties.
Yeah.
But don't be mean, guys.
We're not being mean.
Members and esteemed guests of the opening of Parliament Address.
Yeah. I just feel like he didn't try enough.
Yeah.
Come to the party.
So the suit is not suited for this event?
No. For me, the tailoring was totally off. But I also have to say something, guys. I think her accessory looked amazing. Yeah. I think I liked a bit of animal print. I like the red lip. I think she looked incredible. And the décolletage, which is this part of a female. A new word.
Okay. Yeah, I would just like to add that that bag didn't necessarily look local to me. Yeah. I might be wrong. It didn't look local, and but there is a part of that that I would say I'm okay with. It's okay to mix and match as long as you're still supporting local. Doesn't mean don't buy Dior. Who doesn't want a Dior something? You know, but get your Dior something, but get your Makosa something or your Ryan Keys something, you know?
The standard has been set high.
I think in terms of women's wear, whoever's going to come after her, oh my God.
So
she said it,
a solid 10?
A solid 10 for the beautiful
dress.
Yes.
Jess?
7.
A 7. Ooh.
For the honey.
For the honey dress.
Okay, I'll give it an 8.
An 8.
An 8, yeah. I liked it.
It was gorgeous, I thought. So, after seeing this, what are your expectations now?
Yeah. Like I said, she's coming with the color of royalty. Look, it's a lot of young people also coming to the red carpet this year, so I'm expecting a lot of experiment. Like I said, she's showing sexy skin, but she's still very dignified. She chose color of royalty, gold. In terms of menswear, I want our... Yeah, it needs to be fitted, tailored to perfection, but also they need to rise to the occasion, you know what I'm saying?
Jess, you mentioned that, of course, it's the whole thing. It can't just be the dress. It can't just be the shoe. It has to be the makeup, the hair, everything. Do you think it was everything for her, the honeyed dress?
I didn't see her shoes.
We didn't see her shoes. We'll assume they were great.
Yeah, I think she did well. I mean, I would really, really like to see some people kind of embracing simplicity and elegance and class. It's not something we see very often in this country. And I would like to see people starting to try and experiment with that, you know, that Chanel look, maybe, you know. Let's see.
We'll see. We'll see. Of course, there are a lot of young members that will be here. What are you expecting from there? A little bit of fluff, maybe? Just briefly?
I'm expecting them to bring out the designers.
We're just about to see that Tammy has somebody on the red carpet. Tammy, let's see what you have.
And we're back here at the opening of Parliament Address 2024. And if you're following the conversation, please go down to our hashtag OPA 2024, and follow the beautiful trends and the fashion that we're following here out here. My name is Tammy, and I'm standing here with Ambassador Bridget Motsepe, and we're looking at you, looking at this gorgeous outfit. I've followed your life, I've followed your outfits, and you've always looked trendy. We're here today asking if people are wearing local and why it's why
South African. I'm proudly South African because we have to show the world that we've got talent, we've got artistic uniqueness that we need to share with everybody. And whenever, it doesn't matter where I go, I always make sure that I have South African designers do it. Because my family will also, my sister-in-law owns a fashion, IFI, International Fashion, Africa Fashion International.
I know that's very close to your heart, and I know a lot of people don't often understand, you know, the value chain that goes in and how we are able to put so many humans in school, so many families at home, feed many families, whether it's a design that's made for you, a stylist who's putting it together. What has been your inspiration and what has been your whole thing about fashion? You've always been stylish.
You know, let me tell you about fashion. You find a woman maybe didn't have the means because maybe of the apartheid or maybe because of her family not being able to give her the means to go to school and get a unique university degree and get the kind of business that I'm involved. I'm a mining entrepreneur, I build mines all over the world. But then she has a talent, and that talent can assist her to create a dress or a garment that will take her children to school, that will also be, that, you know, speak to the nation in terms of what her desires are. And desires, and the fact, you know, people in the artistic world can talk to people through their art. And the singers, remember, we used to sing anti-apartheid songs, and we used to sing visionary songs and inspire the people. And the fashion can also tell you which kind of mood you are, and you can talk to people in the way you dress without them, without even saying a word, you know, and then they can say, oh, today she's probably like in the mood of like this and that. But all I want to say is that the fashion industry creates jobs because one person that can sew and or the designer that designs have got a lot of people there. The other person does the tailoring. The other providers, that someone has to come and build the tiles, install the tiles, another one has to do the ceiling, another one has to do the installation of the kitchen. So you find in a building house there could be maybe 50 little, small and medium enterprises that you are having. And in the fashion industry is the same. Yeah. Is the same. So job creation is the name of the game. And the tax then can then gain the tax and then also be able to provide. I
love the fact that you brought in music into it. You brought in what inspires other people, because I know that we can have silent conversations just by being visible.
That's invisible. You know, sometimes I remember Princess Charlene of Monaco, she cut her hair in the punk or whatever. And she was probably going through a phase that time, you know. So sometimes with a woman, you just say, you know what, I'm just going through a phase. And then there was a time I just wanted to dress African outfits. And I used to have boo-boos and I used to have turbans. Because, you know why? Because whenever I go abroad to the General Assembly or whatever, and the World Economic Forum, and then they say, are you African American? I say, no, I'm proudly African. Because you're there and you give so much input. They look at your CV, they say, no, she can't be African. And then when they realize through your dress that you are African, through the dress, because look at me. Yes. Patrice is darker than me, and I'm look like Mom, and she's darker than me. And then I want to say, look, I'm black, so let me show them with my outfit that I'm black. So today I just felt like, let me go this route.
This route and the beautiful roses. I want you to show us your outfit. If you can just do like a little, ooh. She's looking gorgeous. I'm a huge fan of roses, and I am loving this design. I'm going to throw it back to studio so that we can talk about some of the detailing. If you can just take a look at the camera out there, the detailing here that's got a beautiful roses, and they're everywhere.
Yes.
You and roses?
My sister, I love roses, but let me tell you about my family. My older sister, she used to be Miss Africa South. She won Miss World Personality, Miss World Photogenic, Veronica Rosette Motsepe.
Yes.
And then I used to follow her. And my mother used to know the art of work. And she always said, you know, you must, when you dress up an outfit, it has to do with the psychological impact of what you do. So they say, if you're short like I'm short, make sure that you wear something that's all in one. Because when you have a different color and a different color, then I look at the black and I look at the red, and then it squeezes you. But if it's all like pink, you look taller. So I dress tall, and I'm not tall. People think I am. And now, you know, then your personality also has to project.
Absolutely.
You know? And you find it when I'm in not a personality mood, and I'm maybe in a more serious mood.
Yes.
I don't like to dress like a man because I work with men and men work for me. Men love a woman who's always feminine and can be assertively feminine in what she does.
Amazing. So I know this is something that you as a person who, if I follow the history and family, I'm like, Batwa Pitori, they teach them really well. But Atteridgeville, they teach them very well. And I am seeing this come through. Thank you for your contribution to our economy and for pushing, you know, fashion. I know the family has got multiple interests within the fashion space and the clothing and textile space. So thank you. You look absolutely amazing. You look absolutely, and you enjoy tonight. Enjoy tonight. Cool. Doesn't she just look absolutely amazing? Ambassador Bridget Motsepe, she looks absolutely amazing in that rose layered dress. I'm throwing it back to you guys in studio. Please, let's talk about that outfit, okay? This is a family that comes from fashion. Say what you gotta say.
Tammy's having the absolute fun outside there, and that was the ambassador, Bridget Motsepe. Now, Silo, what did you think of that beautifully contoured dress? I'm learning your language here.
Okay. No, she looks stunning. She looks stunning. I like the proportions, and the shoes showing nicely, and it complements the dress.
Yes.
I think the fabric, it's got like velvety, so
which is great for winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, she looked beautiful. She looked stunning, and the headpiece as well.
Jess,
I liked the kind of feel that she was going for. It has a very French kind of vibe about it. With the kind of the beret vibe, you know, and the silhouette was lovely. My honest opinion, and it's just my opinion,
go for it.
I would have simplified again, maybe gone with one solid color from head to toe, and let that fur on her arm just pop. So again, I think it's just like, think of what you want, and then think about it again, and think about it again. You refine.
All right. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts?
I love a fashion rebel. She said, I'm going black. She said, I'm going gothic. And it's giving what it needs to give for me. I'm obsessed with that 3D kind of technique.
Yes.
It's very tricky to get right. It's absolutely amazing. It's very feminine, but also quite strong at the same time. And it's coming through in the color, but it's florals. It's still soft. And I mean, she's just wearing it. It looks like this is how she dresses in her everyday life. And she's confident, and it's giving her silhouette a lovely shape. So for me, I'm impressed, and I also like the headpiece. I think that was a lovely dramatic finishing touch. And I said texture today. She's giving me texture.
We have texture. Tammy's out there with somebody else. Let's see more texture and fluff and couture. Tammy, what do you have?
And we're back with a beautiful woman who's dressed incredibly amazing, Mam Gwen Ramokhopa. I have to have some respect. Coming from one Praetorian and Atteridgeville to another one who understands style, who understands dressing locally, also who works within finance, who's been like, you know, our treasurer for the African National Congress. Mom, you look absolutely gorgeous. Please, can you just turn around for us? She's not just the lady with the purse and the bag. Who are you wearing and why this? What inspired it?
This is a local designer, Caroline from Pretoria. She also trains. She has got a training school in fashion for young people, and she trains in different provinces. So yes, the colors obviously are inspired by my own organization, but they are also ethnic colors, and it's supporting local artists, local designers, local business, and to also show off that South Africans can do it, even in the creatives.
Why is that important for just the country as a whole? I know people talk about it at supporting like just one person or the people that she has who she trains, but why is it important and for that contribution in our GDP, in our economy, overall, why is it important?
We're talking about the creative industry. It's an industry which is also very central to what we say is one of our key industries of tourism. Without this industry, tourism wouldn't be strong. But we also know that we are all differently gifted. And even in our struggle, we worked quite a lot with the creative industry, music industry, the poets, to make sure that we are where we are. So we can't leave them behind.
You know what, I love that, because a lot of people are just also conscious of the partnerships and the collaborations that are done. When you talk about poets and musicians, people show up dressed in certain garments. Poets write things, they write things there, and I love the intersection that's there. But I also love that you're looking out at young people who are trying to, you know, come up in the world and contribute. And you know, in terms of like solving our problems and our economic crisis in the country for young people. Please, I want you to turn around one more time, because I'm looking at the detail here.
Unfortunately, I'm not here for fashion.
No, you aren't. Look at the detail.
I'm here for listening to the State of the Nation address. Very important. Very important to creatives, very important to all of us. And that's the most important thing for today, you know. Yeah.
I love that. I love your look. I love your look. You must enjoy tonight. And welcome to the 7th administration.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Welcome to all of us. There's still a national dialogue, and the creatives must be at the center of it as well.
I thank you.
Thank you.
I thank you. There you have it from Mam Gwen Ramakgopa, who says that creatives must be at the center of this discussion. And this big discussion leads me to the next guests who are about to walk on. They have walked many red carpets of multiple administrations, talking fashion, having us debate and talk about how gorgeous individuals look. I know that the next gentleman that's coming on here has been wearing local for the longest of time. I saw him the other day debating. I saw him on the platform. He looks absolutely gorgeous, and I'd like to invite him. Hi, please. I want to talk about your outfit. You look absolutely stunning. I'm good, thank you. If you could just join us here. Welcome to Parliament TV.
Good. Sorry, thank you.
We're standing here with Malisi Kikaba. You are always dressed stylishly, and I know that you've supported a lot of local designers. Why? Was that a conscious decision to support local designers?
Supporting local designers is a conscious decision. It's about supporting the South African economy, ensuring that we circulate our money around the country, and we promote local designers. We create jobs in South Africa. So it's a conscious decision, and which I hope that many people would follow. I mean, whether you wearing a Western suit or you wearing local South African couture, you have to support South Africa.
Did you just say couture?
No, of course.
I mean that gives us history, you know, and your knowledge around fashion. You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you very much.
Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Tsepo Mashiko, I mean, from Relevance for Men, based in Tshwane, Centurion. Yeah.
I I'm always interested in just seeing like so many garments that are made for men because we never talk enough about fashion. Thank you for your contribution to our conversations around fashion. You look absolutely stunning. Enjoy tonight. Welcome. I'm here just to welcome you. You look gorgeous. Come. No, I want to see that. You look gorgeous. Just take a picture with me. She just looks absolutely gorgeous. That blue number with the roses is absolutely lovely, and it just sits very well with that brown outfit. I saw that that pocket thing there with the blue. Guys, did you see that? He's wearing Tepo from Centurion. Can we discuss that outfit on that gorgeous human who talks about fashion? Let's go back to Sido.
I think the local fashion police are more interested in talking about Dr. Ramokgopa first.
Yeah.
So she arrived in a green. She said that it's inspired by the colors of the ANC. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts, Jess?
Why do you keep starting with me?
Women empowerment.
No, she looked good. She's definitely trying.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't necessarily just come easy to everyone. It's a process of trial and error. I maybe would have worn a black dress and let the green jacket pop a bit more. I liked her shoes. Yeah, and I think, you know, just a notice to understand that as much as fashion is creative, it is also incredibly technical. So as much as you focus on the creative side of what you're making, you have to focus equally on the technical aspects of what you're making.
Emmanuel, fashion is technical. Is it subjective?
Yeah, just what a bore.
I'm just strict.
Look, she didn't get it right. Let's be honest. I said texture. She gave me texture. I was not impressed. I don't like the color on her. I just don't think the silhouette set very well on her. Okay. I wish it was more modern. I think I wish there was a bit of modernity. And I love that she is saying she's wearing Caroline, I think, was the name of the designer. I just wish it set better on her. I think she's incredible. I think she's a gorgeous woman. Had the silhouette just kept it in black, maybe perhaps. I think the styling let her down. Yeah.
Salon, do you share the same
I think the proportions again. The jacket, she felt so uncomfortable. She kept pulling it because it was pulling at the back, and also that fur on the waist. I felt like it should have been on the sleeves only, because it just added more wrongness.
I agree. And if that was a fuller feather like this, it would have been
if it was like ostrich feather, it would have made sense. Out of 10, I would give it a 6.
Jess, out of 10?
4.
Emmanuel, out of 10?
I would give it a 5 for effort.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we saw then Melusi Gigaba, and he's always dressed to the nines, right? And I love the fact that I'm going to focus on him because a lot of the times we look at the ladies, right? Silla, what were your thoughts?
Okay, that's how you dress up as a male. So that is exactly what I was talking about. The texture, the fit, the cut, the tailoring, proper. He never misses at all.
Emmanuel?
It was boring. It was tailored. It was well tailored. I just wished it gave more fashion. It's a work suit to me. It looked like he's going to work. It didn't look very evening to me. I wish it could have experimented with color, perhaps, or texture, or something. Look, he looks great. I mean, it's Melusi Gigaba. I was more interested in presumably his date, because that was giving more drama.
We're coming there. I'm leaving the best for last. Jess, what did you think of Melusi Gigaba's designer suit that was designed by Tepo Mashego?
Yeah, no, look, he always looks very well put together. I like the color. I like the colors he chose. They're unique. You know, not often men will go for like a chocolate brown.
Yes.
So I appreciate that. And yeah, he always looks good, you know. And I think he's someone you can definitely look up to as a point of reference and what we're going for.
Out of 10?
8.5.
Silla?
9.5.
Emmanuel?
I'm bored. 5.
A 5.
I'm bored.
Let's talk.
He's in Parliament today. He's back.
Let's talk about the gorgeous date who was in that beautiful light blue. We saw her, and we were all like, please, Tammy, get her. Tammy, get her. And unfortunately, she was camera shy. Jess, what did you think? Just from what we saw.
No, definitely the best so far. Definitely. I think that's exactly what I was trying to refer to when I first spoke about, you know, refining, getting it right. So there was a lot of 3D detail, but the reason why it looks refined is because it's all one color palette. So it's really been thought out, and she got it right. The fit is right, the detailing is right. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just perfect. I wish we knew who made it.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, definitely. Fit, color, fabrication, and the 3D worked for her. The styling, the hair, and everything else. It just complemented. And the length also.
Yes.
I like that they didn't do like a long trail because then it might have killed the whole
It takes
mood or
away
vibe
from,
of the
yes.
dress. So everything was top notch.
Emmanuel, you were very excited.
Yeah. I was very excited to see her. I think I agree with my two colleagues on the side. I think the simplicity of it was just complemented by the right amount of drama. It looks like it might be a Gert Johan Coetzee. It looks like, because he's known for that kind of silhouette. I hope it is him because she looks absolutely amazing. I think it's her first time here, and we won't forget her.
Out of 10.
Give her a 10.
Ooh, Jess, out of 10?
Yeah, I'd say 10.
9.5.
A 9.5? You don't want
What
Okay.
did you subtract the 5 from? The point.
The fact that she's
Now,
human.
let's take a look. Let's take a look at what Tammy has outside for us, and hopefully it will meet the standards of what we've seen so far. Tammy, over to you.
Welcome back to the red carpet of the opening of Parliament Address. If you're following our conversation, we've been talking about like fashion and buying local, the importance of buying local to contribute to the country's economy. As we're solving this economic issue of young people everywhere in the world, you are wearing a beautiful garment that caught my eyes, Mam Swars, and I just want you to introduce yourself and tell people about your outfit.
My name is Bernice Swartz, the Deputy Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment. Today I'm wearing an outfit that has been done by Keletso of Maraba Designs, who is in downtown in Rissik in Johannesburg. It's locally made. I just decided that my theme must be the South African flag, because I believe that we're in a GNU government, but before we become GNU, we must all embrace ourselves that we are South Africans, and we must also accept as all political parties that South Africans have spoken. Nobody has won a majority. We are in a GNU, and we must all as South Africans accept it that we are South Africans and we are going to lead together as different parties. And yeah, that's why I'm dressed. South African flag, locally made.
Why is it important for us to wear local?
It's very important because it's assisting and promoting our own local designers, and it is also making sure that they don't close their doors. They took a knock during COVID because nobody was leaving their houses and being in dresses, and I think it's important for us to support our local designers and keep them afloat and their doors open.
Absolutely amazing. You look absolutely stunning. Please, can you just turn around for us? This is local, this is GNU as they talk about it. Everyone is represented, and this is how beautiful our country flag is and how diverse we are. We get to do all of this and look absolutely stunning. Please enjoy tonight and welcome. Talking about local, I just saw the Minister of Small Business, Trade and Small Business, one of our very own pioneers of young people, the voice of young people, and those who've just advocated for making sure that our economy goes to other levels. Welcome. You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you so much. I'm happy.
Cool. So I've been talking to you about, I will let you know that I tried to get this interview the last time for us to talk about the importance of us supporting local. Why is it important? You're in the business sector and you are always supporting these businesses of young emerging individuals who are also within the creative space, who are within clothing and textile. And why?
It's important that we support locals. Firstly, every economy revolves around culture. Now, part of culture is how we dress up, whether you're going to be talking about your tradition, whether you're going to be talking about us as humans, but it is an economy in its own. Therefore, the reason that we continue to say it is important that we support this is for people to have confidence in the clothing and the productions that are made in South Africa. The big brands that people see started local. Nobody paid attention to them until somebody supported them, that they went viral, and then now you find them international. And if we do that, we believe that we can create jobs and we get our money circulating amongst our communities.
What more do we need to do to further the conversation? Like a couple of years ago, we wouldn't be able to stand here and talk about like wearing local. Here we are today, and you're looking stunning. And we spoke about this. What more can we do?
What we need to do more is to tighten the trade agreements that we sign to make sure that we protect local designers, to make sure that we protect our own economy without saying we are exclusionary, to say other people must not come and trade in our country, because our people love the brands. But for South Africans, we really appeal to all of them to say support local so that these brands can become international too. And when you do that, you create lots of jobs, then people are able to pay taxes so that you can build infrastructure and everybody goes home very happy.
Now, who are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing House of Ole by Ole.
Woo! Can we just have a look at this outfit? The detail of it, yes, yes. Just have a look at that. This is how we're trading tonight. This is how we're trading with the Minister of Trade and Industry, and I love you. You look absolutely stunning. I'm going to give a note to Ole, but before I do that, I'm going to cross back to studio. And our panelists are going to discuss your outfit. Oh. Please follow the conversation on OPAD 2024. We will be nice. She says you guys must be nice. I think trading is a thing that we must be careful with. Let's cross back to studio. She looks absolutely stunning. That's a House of Ole. Stunning. And it's quite different. The last time she wore a traditional outfit, and this looks absolutely stunning. I like how we are evolving and how we can change the style. Guys, what have you been seeing? What are your views?
The minister said, be nice, please, local fashion police. But first, I want us to talk about Honorable Bernice Swart. She dressed in a garment that was inspired by the South African flag. She spoke that the representation is this government of national unity that we have now. What are your thoughts, Silo?
I get the concept and the idea. If the camera didn't go down, I don't think any of us would have known that it's
the South African flag. Okay.
So I think what was happening here was a lot.
Okay.
I think they should have just kept it simple with the colors going down. But it's not a bad design or garment. It's just that the concept was there, but the execution was just off for me. Yeah.
Okay. Jess, your thoughts?
No, I agree. Something didn't add up 100%. I see that maybe it was not meant to have the polo neck underneath, but it's cold today. I'm not sure if that was working. I think, again, refining, go with the concept, but don't just do the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Think about it. Maybe if the dress was done in varying shades of shwe fabrics, maybe it would have pulled together a bit better.
Yeah. I'm told, Emmanuel, I'm going to put you on hold because I know you had a lot to say about that. I'm told that Tammy has somebody there. Let's get back to Tammy on the red carpet.
Cool. So we're back here at the 7th Administration, the opening of the Parliament Address, and we're standing here to Mam Kize and the DSG of the African National Congress, Mam Nomvula. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
This wasn't coordinated?
Not at all. It's just that we're together in everything.
What are you wearing? You look absolutely stunning.
Oh, well, this has been created by two ladies coming from Kagiso, working in Alberton, and they decided to design, and they decided to keep the color pink, precisely because I've decided to identify with the color pink.
This color looks absolutely amazing. I want you to just do like a turn around and a spin around so that everyone can pan into your outfit. This is an outfit of recently celebrating her birthday.
61 years.
A Cancerian?
61 years.
Cancerian?
Yes, I am.
Let's talk about why it's important to support local.
we need to support local productions precisely because that's where you create jobs. That's where you show the skills that South Africa possesses. But most importantly also, that makes you proudly South African.
Absolutely amazing. Babmkis, you know, we don't talk a lot about like outfits that, but you know, these are men are wearing suits and they look somewhat boring, but you look absolutely stunning.
Very much, but I'm not a person of fashion. Yeah, she's the expert, so I'm fine.
So he says she's the expert, but he's fine. So I take it that people who chose your outfit made the conscious decision of ensuring that your socks are bought locally, your shoes, your tie looks absolutely...
Everything is local, but I don't go to designer.
Oh, well, you know, I'm glad that he gets to have people like yourself, Mama, who can support him and actually guide him on like how to buy local. You look absolutely stunning. Please, can we just have a look at this? You look. I can. Look at that. Look at that.
Thank you.
And she's got a couple of feathers here. Enjoy tonight and welcome. Mwah. Thank you, Siabong. We say thank you, Siabong. She absolutely looks divine in that pink number. Guys, I want to move away from my pink number and too much pink and throw it back to studio where you can guys discuss this outfit. It looks absolutely stunning. I'm not being biased. The feathers look absolutely stunning. The detail there. And as she says that the design was made by two ladies who come from Kagiso, who've opened up in Alberton and are empowering a lot of women around that space and making sure that they keep them at work and keep families at home fed and supported on a daily basis. Tepo, how's it going there?
The panelists are mean, Tammy. They are mean, especially when it comes to the representation of the GNU. When we were speaking, Emmanuel, you were just about to give me a brief.
On Benis.
On Benis.
See, he said GNU, right?
Yes, sir, the Government of National Unity.
I don't think it united us very much here. I think it was quite polarizing for me. I
Maybe
love the SA flag, by the way, but I just think it didn't work for me. Look, she looks like she was having a good time, but yeah, it didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Minister Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams in that beautiful red number.
Yeah.
Jess, what did you think?
Yeah, I liked it. It's definitely going with that kind of, you know, there was that cross between feminine and masculine with that tux vibe. The color was amazing, along with her makeup and her hair. Very nice. And it's going for that more simple thing that I'm talking about, you know, which I appreciate. I do think the skirt part could have fit her a little bit better. Okay. I do understand that, you know, our African figures can be a little bit challenging. It's just a matter of fitting, yeah.
Stella, your thoughts?
It looks stunning, but however, I would have preferred the skirt to be pants.
Okay.
Because it's giving a bit office wear.
Okay.
Masculine, feminine office wear. But I like the trimmings, the turn of the satin trim and the solid fabric also.
Emmanuel, 2 seconds, your thoughts?
I think she looked good. I'm biased. It's my friend Oleli Dimo who made it. That's it.
We're stopping the corruption right there. Tammy's outside on the red carpet. Let's see what he has for us.
Welcome back to the opening of Parliament 2024. If you're following the conversation, please go to #OPA2024. I'm standing here next to one of our very own, and I think it's very encouraging when we see young people. This is not the first time that you are a member of like Parliament, contributing to this conversation. Welcome, Fasiha. I don't know which surname to use now because you just recently got
married, but haven't changed it yet. So still Fasiha Hassan.
Okay, it's Fasiha Hassan. Who are you wearing?
So I'm actually wearing a traditional Indian outfit. It's actually the materials from India, but a local designer, Lisha Chotu, who's from my home area, my home community, designed it for us. And for those who may have a keen eye, I actually wore this to one of my wedding events. So it's almost an ode of coming full circle and also being proud of who we are as South Africans and, of course, of our culture as well.
Cool. So you do a lot of work around young people. And you play within the spaces where you advocate for queer individuals, you advocate for fashion. Otherwise, people have said you have conversations that other people wouldn't naturally have. Why is it important for us to buy local, one, and why is it important for us to buy local to solve the issues of young people who are unemployed in other different sectors that we don't ordinarily look at?
You know, recently we've seen this wave of Shane and Temu, and the reality here is that we need to be supporting our local businesses. It may be less convenient, but it does mean that you are literally giving people jobs and opportunities. So often as young people, we feel like we're left behind. Here is an opportunity for us as South African society to actually reinvest. And by the way, South African produce is of a lot better quality than the stuff we're getting from China, and more importantly, it's who we are. So there's really no negative here, but I think there is an importance in really trying to support particularly youth-owned SMMEs, because that's another thing that we don't do. We always go for the big brands instead of looking for the quality ones from our communities.
What more can we do?
Look, we do need to organize as young people. It's one thing to buy from the right producers and merchandisers, yes, but we as young people really must organize. We must have voices in all these different industries. And perhaps lastly, Tammy, to say, and I'll be honest about it, we don't support each other as young people. You know, we see another young person doing well, coming up in the ranks, and we're the first person to turn them down. So we really need to also create a culture of saying, here's Tammy, he's a young person, here's Fasea, she's a young person. Let's support each other across industries.
Absolutely amazing. I know that you're about to have another conversation, a longer conversation with our parliamentary TV. I'm going to let you go, but you look absolutely stunning. That's Fasiha, and always pushing a conversation. Don't stop, eh? As you walk in there, say the right things for young people.
Thank you very much.
For the youth. Thank you. You look absolutely stunning. Welcome. Keeping it youthful. A lot of young people have gotten into the space of being ministers and deputy ministers. This is what we've seen in our 7th administration. And one of those is our dear one, Deputy Minister in the Office of the Presidency, Nongeba Hlauli, who's just absolutely stunning. We've seen her and the work that she's done in engaging young people all over the world. I know some of the work that she's done, but I think tonight we're here to talk about just what you're wearing local, why it is important. Young, congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. My first opening of Parliament on the other side. I'm usually on the other side. Now I'm on the other side.
Which side were you at before?
I was there with the other staffers.
Now, who are you wearing and what inspired this outfit?
I am wearing a dress by Keys. Ryan Keys, he's a young South African designer, and for me it was really just firstly it's a green that represents my party. I won't say which one, but also I think it's just important, to firstly, invest in young talent, more especially young people. As a young person myself, it's important that as young people we support each other, show each other, but most importantly, but also to ensure that we get other young people to also invest in buying local, because that's how we're going to grow the economy, because when one young person has a company and they then employ other young people, then we're also then dealing with the issue of youth unemployment.
I appreciate you solving the issue of youth unemployment. Can we take a look at your outfit? Turn around. Don't be shy. Usually you're the other side, but now you're here.
Look, I've got a tail.
She's got a tail. I'm loving the feathers here. Have a look at these. Have a look at that. Look at that. You see? Now she's got a tail. She was previously on the other side, and now she's here. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you so much.
What are we going to see? What are you hoping to do within this administration? Some change.
Obviously, being located in the presidency, most importantly would be, the presidency is the strategic center of government. We sort of have, world-eyed view in terms of, how government should operate. In terms of my responsibilities myself, Operation Vulindlela, I'm told you're going to be one of them, which literally looks at how you ensure that you work within key sectors of the economy across government, across different departments, to ensure that there's economic recovery, amongst other things.
And you can't do anything without the creatives and the arts and everywhere else?
Of course.
Look at you. Oh, no, look at that pink. She's talking about my pink. This green is looking absolutely fine. Guys in studio, let me tell you, there are people in studio now who are looking at this garment, and they're going to have a couple of things to say about your outfit, and they're going to judge it. But I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to say you look absolutely stunning. Everything is out, all made up. Enjoy tonight, and I'm going to throw it right back to studio. Tepo. Guys, Emmanuel, Cheers. Scalo.
Under the bus.
Hashtag buy local. Hashtag buy local, of course. Let's start talking. I think also there are just so many people that are coming in with these beautiful garments, and we get behind. There's this lag that's going on, right? Let's talk about Ms. Nomvula Makonyan. She was in that beautiful bright pink. Why do you think